fiance Thomas here to divorce court because I'm tired of the head games. And ever since we got engaged, it's been nothing but drama, and he's become very controlling. This Jersey girl keeps popping up, so that leads me to believe that he's cheating on me.
Yana, I'm here to fight for this relationship because I don't plan on being without anyone.
I've been finding things in Thomas's phone, and I picked it up and I went through.
Okay, Inspector Gadget.
Go again.
I see a text message, and I saw emojis being used that you should be using those emojis with me. And he told me that it was a colleague from work.
Mr. McDonald, is Miss Mitchell interpreting those text messages correctly?
No, she's not.
The text message said, "When can I see you again? And when will you be in the tri-state area again?"
What?
That's
Why?
not somebody you fixing somebody Wi-Fi at the front desk.
Ooh, that's kind of inappropriate.
Legit?
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't trust you. What has happened in this relationship to break down that trust, sir?
Let's see now what was the continuation. How will this get any better, or will it get better?
Just going through my phone. I don't like her going through phones like that, not trust me. Let me explain whatever she sees. I think that's what it is, because that's a totally different road she's going down with that part. So,
But I can assume that that's new. So Miss Mitchell was candid to say that's not something that she had done in the past, and she decided to do it because she had a bad instinct.
Let's pause a little bit here and just let me tell you that in general, if you find yourself checking your partner's phone and so on, it's better not to be with them, because obviously it's an invasion of their privacy. That's one point to take care of, especially if they haven't done anything wrong. But if you feel something, maybe it would be insecurity, maybe it's their actions towards you, maybe they're not cheating, maybe they're not going in other places and doing some other stuff that's wrongful for you, but you are not happy with that person, and there's no point in trying to control someone or to uh, gaslight them into admitting to something that they never did, only to satisfy your own needs, or only to hold on to something, some type of love that maybe it's not there, maybe it's not meant to be.
Once she went down that path, now she got questions, and your answers are not sufficient. That's literally what she's saying. So I'm coming to you and saying, what has happened to make her have those suspicions, and are her instincts correct? So, because that's how you fix it.
well, I
Exactly.
guess the intimacy is not what it used to be.
Yes, sir.
And I guess that would be a red flag. So she would start trying to find out what the issue is.
Well, why is the intimacy not what it used to be?
Because she's really just pressuring me about having a child. And at my age, I'm trying to be realistic. I'm 54.
You don't want a child?
If I'm 54 and 10 years, I have a 10-year-old child, I'll be 64.
And so what? You can be a parent at 64. I mean, you have more experience than her at this point. So, and obviously she's like 30 or so. So she, in her 30s, will want a child. What's there not to agree with? Why do you feel so much pressure? I mean, you're 50 now. I mean, you're a grown man with a lot of experience. It's clear that he doesn't want to commit to her, and I mean really commit to her.
In a child's life.
Do you want to have a child?
I do, but I want to be there. I don't want her to.
I
she's
do.
a great mom, but I want to be there also.
Sir, when you start to date a woman in her 30s who has not finished with having her children, this is always going to come up. You know all that financial planning that y'all did before? Did y'all do family planning? Did you talk about that, Miss Mitchell?
Most definitely.
And what did you express to Mr. McDonald about children?
I told, when we even first got together, when we were in the dating process, we had this conversation before we moved in together, because if he would have told me that he didn't want to have or whatever, he didn't even give you an answer. We had this conversation about a baby. This is the whole point of why I'm saying he's broke his promises to me. He told me yes. If he would have told me no, we wouldn't even be here today.
Mr. McDonald, were you aware of that? If
Why do people think they need to toy with the other people's emotions? That is beyond my comprehension. All the men out there and all the women too understand that when you have someone that is serious and has some principles and some goals in life, you have to really be truthful about how much you can be on the same page with them. And if you're not on the same page, then don't waste their time. Really, now.
you had said up front that you are not interested in becoming a father at this level of maturity, were you aware that if you had said that, this relationship probably would not have gone where it is?
Probably.
So you avoided it
Yes.
because you knew that at some point this is the way we would have the conversation, correct?
Yes.
So you do know that in doing that, you took away some of her free will.
Exactly,
Ms.
that's
Mitchell
another
then
point.
was under the
It's about their
assumption that
freedom
she was
too.
moving towards having a family with you, Mr. McDonald. But in reality, that was not your intention. Ms. Mitchell, you will have to make the determination if that's good enough for you. And only you can make that determination.
Most definitely. But now I'm off of all of that. It's another incident to where I found a voice message in Thomas's phone from the same number.
The same New Jersey number?
The same New Jersey number. So
What?
New Jersey getting on my nerves.
yours. We were out once again, and he went into the store. He had to stop at the store. He left his phone. A text message came through, and I saw the number. Here we go again. I picked it up. I'm seeing once again it's a
Colleague
She will end up hating New Jersey at this point.
with emojis. Then I go and see the back and forth that they've been doing all day while we've been together. And then I see a voice message. So I listen.
Boy, at least you're not smart about it. What the actual hell? Why would you be with someone that you do not have respect for? I mean, it's not even about feelings at this point. It's about respect. You're with someone, you should. And I believe that this is a valuable lesson for everyone, for friendships, for relationships, for everything, right? Because when you are with someone and you want to dedicate some time to that someone, you have to make them feel important, and you have to uh, value your time with them and spend your time with them, not with other people. You're always sitting on your phone and texting other people, especially in a relationship. Like, what the hell is this?
To the voice message, and it's a woman's tone on the other line, and she's talking sexually, and it's like a poem or something that she's saying to him.
Really?
Okay.
Wait a minute. You actually heard?
I heard the poem.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I know that this has been submitted as evidence, so
She has the point. Okay, we're going to hear some spicy stuff, I guess.
let's
I
move
mean,
to the audio tape.
You tease me with the taste. So I lick every drop of moisture unfolded by your fingers that you place. In the
what?
middle and down my spine
That.
to a line.
Hmm?
Room filled with aromas of lust. And sheets covered with uninterrupted thrusts. Until next time I see you and get to experience more than just a kiss. But for now, I'll open my eyes to the reality of what I may miss.
But we fixing
Okay. 2 points to make here. One, how the hell is this man still standing and not running away? I mean, why did he come here? He could not have come and have more dignity, or he could have admitted his mistakes at this point in time, right? But he didn't, so obviously he's an old school player. But let's take a little bit back this, and actually this is how you maintain, like, that not necessarily sexual tension, but the spark in your relationship, with written messages, with thoughtful text, with thoughtful gifts, with planning, with uh, basically thinking about the future and showing that you appreciate the person that you have near you. And I think that's a very big step, and a very important thing to have in a relationship. And if you do not have it, I think you should reconsider it.
I'm clutching pearls.
I wonder what type of
I
Wi-Fi
am
he's
clutching pearls
fixing.
right here.
I hadn't even heard that.
Well, you heard it now.
And I did too.
What
You didn't hear it,
ham
but it was on your
sandwich?
phone.
That was in your phone?
I hadn't even heard it.
It doesn't matter if you heard it or not at this point. I mean, really now, it really does not matter, because you have obviously led on someone you have led someone into believing that they have the um they have the permission, they have the right to send you that type of message. So obviously there's something going on. Don't
Mr.
ignore the
McDonald,
signs,
It
ladies.
was in a group.
it's two people in the group.
It
The
was
person who left the message and you. So it was clearly to you. You know, it's rare that the folk come up in here with a smoking gun. Miss Mitchell, that's smoking like a mug.
and I don't speak on things that I don't have evidence on.
Good for you,
So
girl.
I
Good
don't
for
know
you.
how long this has been going on because I don't check his phone. I don't know if she's the first. I don't know if she's the last, if she's the only.
But you sought out to find out who this woman.
Hats off to her for actually having the strength to confront this, because she's a model for many women out there. And for those out there who have encountered cheating with their partners, tell me in the comments, how were you able to get past it? Did you confront them about it? Did you did you blame the other woman or the other man? Why not? How did you react to the news of someone cheating on you?
Was, did you?
Definitely, I did, and I called her.
And more importantly, we know who she is. Mr. McDonald, do you want to tell me anything other than this is a colleague? Because I want to make sure.
I maybe saw maybe twice, but yeah, a colleague. Maybe
A colleague, of course. You can see it in his smile.
But
He's
you
not a
two
colleague.
times.
Okay. Is this a romantic relationship, sir?
No, it's not.
It's
Not
not.
at all.
And you both have agreed that I can talk to her.
Most definitely, I talked to her. So I mean, as long as she's willing to talk. Her name is Danielle. I don't have a problem with Danielle. Danielle owes me nothing.
Exactly.
I am happy that Danielle was
That's
willing
perfect.
to let me know what was going on and was truthful about what was going on because he owes me everything. This is who I'm committed to, who I was committed to, who I was engaged to. She doesn't owe me
Yes,
anything.
yes,
So
and yes.
for me to be
Yes, and yes. So many people nowadays don't understand that when someone is cheating on you, it's not the fault of the person that they cheated with, it's the fault of the person that cheated. They are at fault, especially if that other person does not know about your existence. If they do know about your existence, then that's a whole other problem, because that means their moral compass is kind of off the charts. So yeah.
mad at her, that's not where I'm at with it.
That's one of the most mature things that anybody has ever said in divorce court. Because Danielle didn't make you one promise.
Exactly.
I would like to speak with Danielle via Skype.
We went out to dinner. We talked. He did tell me that he was just getting out of a relationship.
So you
So he
believe
lied.
that this was a nice man who was single and available.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the kind of person that wants to be involved with a man who's already committed to somebody else?
Basically, she's asking if she's a whore. That's the nicest way to ask something like that. Oh, I can't believe the nerve of this man.
I understand that she can join us via Skype. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, Your Honor. How are you?
Fantastic. Will you please state your name? Because we have been banding it around, but I want to make sure that we have the right person that we're talking to.
Yes, Your Honor. Danielle Nash.
And Ms. Nash, we've been talking in theory about how you all met, you and Mr. McDonald met. Can you please express that a little bit for me? Can you tell me how you all met?
Yes, ma'am. So we met on a dating app, actually.
Hmm.
Tinder. He swiped liked me. I thought he was a very attractive older man, so I swiped right as well. We had a match. He told me he was from Texas, but he was working in New Jersey. I actually work in the hospital in the medical field. So he came up to New Jersey. I was off the next day, and we went out to dinner. We talked. He did tell me that he was just getting out of a relationship, but he said he wasn't trying to rush into anything.
So you were led to believe that this was a nice man who was single and available.
Yes,
Ladies,
ma'am.
be careful out there
And
because there
has
are
the
predatory
relationship
people like
progressed
this.
past one of platonic friendship and flirting?
Yes, Your Honor. So we actually did share a kiss. We wanted to have sex, but we did not. So it was just as far as one kiss one time when he did come to New Jersey.
Now you are aware, Ms. Nash, that Ms. Mitchell and Mr. McDonald are engaged.
Yes.
And you were woman enough to have a conversation with Ms. Mitchell about
That's
this
to be
relationship. Am I
respected.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the kind of person that wants to be involved with a man who's already committed to somebody else?
No, ma'am. Not at all. I'm not for the messy stuff or any of that.
Good for
I
you.
can 100% tell you that you have acted honorably and your character has shown through. And as I like to say, for the sisterhood, this is how folk are supposed to act. If you find out that you've been misled, let the sister know and let her make her own decisions, but you're not going to be a part of no mess. Am I right?
No mess over here.
Now, Mr. McDonald, you have heard what Miss Nash said, and I've been giving you enough time to stand there and try to get your words together.
I really don't know what this man is going to say at this point. I mean, is he going to finally admit what's happening, or is he going to deny every accusation, everything that other woman said? To me, it's past ridiculous at this point how this man had the nerve to stand there and actually go through this process of basically being discovered and as a player on national TV or more than that. Oh my god, that's that's just stupid. It's stupid, it's ridiculous, and it's petty, and it's messy, and it's everything that a relationship should not be.
But I cannot imagine, and you knew that Miss Nash was going to come to court.
So, he knew from the beginning.
That you all had been more than what you had led Miss Mitchell to believe. Sir, are you trying to save this relationship, or are you trying to get out of it? And I would really like to know, because I think Miss Mitchell deserves to know.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to save it.
And how
How?
do you think you can save it by not being honest about the relationship? Because Miss
Yeah,
Nash not lying. I
exactly.
can tell that right now. She's not lying.
That's not the way to go about doing it. And I was wrong for that. And I don't know if I was doing it out of spite or just because of the pressure she been putting on me. I don't know. I know it was wrong.
It was wrong
It was wrong, and stop making excuses. No matter what type of pressure she put on you to have a child or whatever, it was your choice to go down that path of cheating. It was your choice to start kissing another woman. It was your choice to want to sleep with someone else. Well, and not do it because apparently you're just a player who leads different women to believe that they have a chance with you, but in reality, none of them have.
attempt to cheat. It was wrong to have an emotional cheating relationship. It was wrong to lead Miss Nash down the primrose path because she's not the kind of woman that's going to be a side chick. She's not like that. I can tell you that right now. She's not like that. She don't want to be a part of it. Ms. Mitchell, is there anything Mr. McDonald can do at this point?
I've been emotionally gone a long time ago. And you still can't give me an answer, an explanation. This, what has been going on, is going to continue to go on if I allow it to go on.
Exactly. Yes.
If there's something that you want to say,
And I'm sorry, it would be good from her part, just dump his ass and divorce already and just find someone else who'll appreciate you because you're 30. You have the time to do it. Obviously, there are some other people out there that they'll say, ah, you're 30, you're too old, you're all that, and so on and so forth. No, you're not. As long as you're alive, as long as you're breathing, you can find a partner that will suit your needs. Obviously, yes. I don't even know. And let me pause just real quick. I don't even know why is this such a bother to have your own child. I mean, there are so many people that abandon their children, and there are so many people in the foster care system that that people could be taken care of. And I mean, for this, I mean, if you're 50 and you, let's say, you are in an unhealthy relationship and you're afraid that, well, I don't even have children, I'm not okay, I don't feel okay, I'm mistreated, I'm and whatever bad may be happening to you, you are not forced to stay in that relationship. You can start all over again, and you can find actually uh, children to take care of if you did not have the opportunity to make one of yours. I don't really get because what the difference is, because no matter what, if you're adopting or you're not adopting, it's your child. It's your morals that are going to be passed down. It's your responsibility to take care of that child. It's your love that's going to sustain that child in his emotional development process. So don't stay with someone that does not make you happy. Don't stay with someone that does not add value to you, and don't stay with someone that doesn't support you.
If you'd like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content.
Okay, we're back.
So you had two smart, nice, competent women, and you led them both down a path with lies. Come on, Mr. McDonald, what's that about, sir? You're a mature man. Come on.
Just a mistake. Just a mistake. That's all I can say.
Oh, come.
Ms. Nash, is there anything more that you want to add?
He's as immature as ever.
Yes, Your Honor. So I did have a conversation with Kia. We spoke about 4 times total. The first 2 times that we spoke, I did not let her know that we did kiss because I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, I didn't know that he was in a relationship, and let alone she did let me know he was engaged and she was his fiance. So that took me back. And then by the 4th time we spoke, which was over this weekend, I did share with her about the kiss and how we actually met, where I worked, and all those good things. And as a woman to woman, like you said, I'm not going to stand and let another female get played because I put myself in those shoes. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I think Mr. McDonald, he's a very attractive man, but he's definitely an old school player.
Sound like a bad R&B song. And the player's gonna play, but you picked the wrong side chick today, Mr.
The player's gonna
McDonald,
play.
Ms. Nash, I certainly do appreciate it very much, again, for the sisterhood. Appreciate that.
My thing with Thomas, I'm not understanding how you could sit here and say you want to save this relationship so bad. I already knew this. I just didn't say it because I wanted her to say it so he can hear it. But you lied to me and said you didn't know her. You was fixing the Wi-Fi. It's a colleague.
Imagine being that obsessed with Wi-Fi that you actually have to. This is so funny. I mean, fun. It's fun for me. Imagine being so obsessed with Wi-Fi that you have to to find another partner as the Wi-Fi clogger. I'm sorry if that was not funny, but I'm usually not funny, but
You're not working. I'm not understanding. But you sit here and say, oh, and then now.
So he's not working. Oh my God! How do you not see the red flags? He's not working. He is basing off your income. He steals from not steals. shuts down the shared bank account that you have because you spent some money to fix your car or whatever. He cheats on you, both physically and emotionally. What more do you want for a man to do in order for you to let go of that relationship? My God.
You don't want a baby, which is fine. I'm
Ah,
good
and he
anyways. I'm
doesn't
not
want the
pressuring
same
you
things that you
into
do.
doing anything. My thing is, you can't even look me in my face and tell me the truth.
Well, yeah,
You
because
overheard
he's a
that, Mr. McDonald.
pathological liar.
I just think it was just an outlet for me, just a cop out.
Ah,
He pressed me about the
come
baby,
on,
so I
it's
just
a
went
cop
on that
out
day. I
until the
married
next
her,
cop out.
but I'm owning all that now. And I realized that here today
She doesn't even have the nerve to believe it.
I was wrong.
She does
You
not
was
want to
wrong
believe.
because you got caught, or you wrong and sorry because you sorry.
The whole deal was. I went about the whole deal wrong.
Thomas, I don't even know if that's the only one. I can't even. I just got a real answer out of you because she's on the TV. I wish she was here so you could look her in the face and feel even more dumb.
She's a savage and I
Mr.
love her.
McDonald, you can talk to Miss Mitchell because he started off by saying the relationship had to build trust. And
What trust is there to build at this point, Judge? There is no trust to build at this point. Just let them go their separate ways for once. And I mean, she wants nothing to do with him. I can see it in her face. She's tired of it. She is tired of his nonsense.
the only way you rebuild trust is by completely coming clean and begging this woman's pardon for lying to her and putting her in a position that she has to confront you in a public forum. I get the sense that there's love here,
It's gone.
but you broke her heart.
That's it. That's it.
That's what you get for being a liar, a cheater, a bastard, whatever. He is no good.
Ms. Mitchell, is there anything Mr. McDonald can do at this point?
Give me my money back and
Yeah.
that's it. I've been emotionally gone a long time ago. I've been physically here just like I'm physically here in court. I'm done. And you still
Good
can't
for
give
you.
me
Good
an
for you
answer,
for sticking to your own
an
principles.
explanation. There's nothing here for you to continue to lie. This what has been going on is going to continue to go on if I allow it to go on. I'm done.
Exactly.
Mr. McDonald, I can't say one word right now. You could. If there's something that you want to say,
All I can say is, I don't want to be without you. I apologize for all I done.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
I want to get back like we used to be.
You cannot. Oh my god! I hate this line, especially when you hear it from people after cheating on you, or on someone in general. Because this is not a personal experience of mine, but if someone says we'll go to where we used to be, we'll go back to where we started, and so on and so forth, you can't go back to where you started. A relationship is a journey, so there is going to be bumps and so on and so forth, but you're going to continue down a road, and you're going to get in another point in life, and people change over time, so their needs change, so their wants change. So obviously, uh, you cannot go back because time is not reversible, and your actions have consequences that are not reversible, and the scars are not reversible. Yes, they can be healed with time, uh, but with time it means with trust, with building trust, with building rapport to each other, with showers of love, and so on and so forth. You cannot expect just to, we'll just brush this off and everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows, flowers and whatever. That's crazy.
Working on us, if that's possible.
Mr. McDonald, what are you prepared to do in order
Don't know.
to rebuild trust? Because it takes several steps. It takes having a willingness to work on the relationship. It does take a reflection on this experience, and you can't avoid it by pretending it did not happen. And I think that's something Miss Mitchell is
Yes,
really
exactly.
articulating. openly apologize what you have done, but you do need to give your partner time if it is something that you really want to pursue. In order for y'all to create new memories, she's going to have to determine whether or not you can ever be trusted again. She's going to have to determine whether or not she's willing to be vulnerable with you. She's going to have to determine whether or not this connection can ever be reignited. And you both are going to have to decide if you could focus on the future. But Miss Mitchell, I say you just took the ring
You
off.
can have it back.
When a woman says she's done, she's done.
Hmm.
And Mr. McDonald, I know that you said that the
Oh, and
bank
it's
account
such a beautiful ring.
was under your name, but you
Doesn't
owe
she
her
want to sell
half
it?
that money. You acknowledge that, don't you, sir?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to depend on you to give her back her money when she asks for
Yeah.
it. I don't see you all building this future that you all beautifully planned for each other. But remember, this is all on the record, and you have acknowledged that that money is hers. I expect you to be honorable and to get that money to her. And you,
At least with that.
I want you to continue to stand in that unique space that God has created for you, because you will get the man of your dreams. He's
For
out there,
sure, she's going to get
and you
someone
deserve
in
not to
like
be
2 seconds.
treated as anything other than the queen you are.
Thank you.
Exactly. She is really the definition of a queen, an inspiration for all the people out there that have or are being cheated right now. You should not ignore the signs. You should have a talk about it. Firstly, with your partner. Secondly, if he doesn't want to admit it with the other person, and be mature about it as she was, and just move on after that. Don't cling onto something that is not there. This was today's love session and love session analysis and advice. So please subscribe if you have liked this type of video, and also comment down below what is your favorite moment in this case. For now, bye bye.